Hello, Case for interwebkaiju here. This came in today. I guess I ordered too late to get a poster unless it's coming separately like with Conga TNT, or maybe they just weren't offering posters this time. Anyways, this is Zillafoot. The movie starts off with stock footage from Rago vs. Oga, Gappa, Conga TNT, and Attack of the Giant Teacher, so I guess this takes place in a shared universe. Aliens attack the Earth by controlling Zillafoot.
Sir, from what I can comprehend, it's some kind of Godzilla, Bigfoot hybrid, Zillafoot, if you will.
It's a monkey.
Another monster also comes into play, and more importantly, the commander of the Ultra Squad. Intro credit music is extremely similar to the old Showa Toho ones. So kudos to the composer for making a great tribute. An also decent tribute is that a lot of the footage, I'm guessing the original footage, is dubbed over so it feels like old kaiju dubs. And thankfully, I can't stress this enough, it's not just the bad dub joke over and over again. It's not even usually a joke. Just a small detail that really adds to the feel of everything. Unfortunately, I think the fact that not all the scenes are done this way really make the movie seem even more disjointed. I mentioned original footage because this was a shorter movie that was just recently padded out to feature length through both in-studio and fan footage. I debated on reaching out for a while, eventually did, and then was too unmotivated and in a drought of creativity to think of anything. Thankfully so, as my contribution probably only would have hurt the movie.
Are you okay?
It was the bird.
Who was it?
Bird.
I like the artwork done for the release. Not saying they're great, but nice to see low-angle shots, military retaliation scenes, and an ultra-person kaiju fight in a low-budget monster movie. Acting is pretty unnatural and slow, often making the pacing seem even worse. The only performance I'd say I actually enjoyed was Cassandra Hayes as Missouri. I hate to state the obvious, but effects aren't great. The suit looks pretty bad, but at least it doesn't look like an unmodified big box store costume. I hate the way the suit actor moves their arms while they walk. These planes I think are the worst effect, while the non-Zillafoot monster is the best in my opinion. The frame rate in the military scenes is a lot lower than the rest of the movie. There's definitely some jokes that go on too long, especially the scuba divers. A lot of scenes in general go on for too long, like this shootout, which wasn't even that exciting to begin with. Alien scenes have this wave effect added to them, which is awful. I actually had to look away from the screens at times when they were shown to keep myself from getting a headache. Cameras are also a bit shaky at times. End fight isn't really satisfying, just mainly looks like if two people who hate each other were forced to slow dance in middle school. For some reason there's a sequel tease. Even with the bad effects, the monster scenes are usually fun. The tank fight is the standout scene for me. The problem is mostly everything else is a bore. I didn't outright hate it, it didn't make me angry to watch, but just not really enjoyable. Zillafoot didn't really even do much, to be honest. I know a lot of Suitmation kaiju movies are low budget, but the Gappas, Zarkors, Showa Gamers, and the like were still studio productions, and the gap in quality shows. It's just hard to do a special effects movie independently without adequate funding. I mean, if someone wants to make a kaiju or any other movie, I think they should, and I'm glad distributors are picking up these films if there's an audience for it. Maybe there is, but it's certainly not me. It's not exciting enough to succeed as an action movie or funny enough to succeed as a comedy. I like the thought of letting fans help pad out the film, but these segments go on too long. Avoiding a different feel from the rest of the movie would be far too much effort, but if the outsourced clips were all quick and short, it could have helped the pacing. Really wouldn't recommend unless the footage seems like something you must see. Thanks for watching.
Sure, I got a bad feeling about this one. With your permission, I like to be able to call my wife.
needle dick.